Hello class, welcome back to semester 2. And for some of you, welcome for the first time who are new to Gaston Virtual. And welcome to my class, and I'll show you around a little bit and show you how things work. First things first, let's show you how to get into the Canvas class. So we'll start at the beginning. Just like you would ordinarily to log into Canvas. You can see here's NC Ed Cloud, that's how we log in. You're really familiar with that by now, I'm sure. So you log into NC Ed Cloud and you will see the setup of your tiles, and Canvas will be the one right over here on the, it's usually the first one. Click on that and you'll see your dashboard. And what your dashboard should look like is this. It's a list of all of the courses that you have in tiles. Now, if you don't see that, if you see this instead, you'll see a dashboard, which is in list mode. Now, don't be in list mode, because what that'll do is that'll show your assignments based on when they're due, not when they're assigned. So if you go by that, you'll always be behind running to catch up. So if you see that, all you got to do is go to these three buttons up here in the corner and go from list view up to card view. So click on that and then you'll see the cards. Then look for the one that says Thompson 7 Math Class. It'll look like this, and that's what you want to click on because, well, Mr. Thompson's 7th grade math. I'm Mr. Thompson, your 7th grade. This is math. And this is what the home page will look like. Now, we're going to go through this a little bit and show you what's on the home page. You'll notice at the top, I have an announcement, and I'll always have the announcements listed at the top of the home page for you. And I'll put those in usually every week, sometimes sooner, but that's important information for you to know. So if you click on that, that'll show you what the announcement is. Now, if you move further down, you'll see we have exactly when we meet and exactly where we meet in large friendly letters. So this tells you what time our classes meet. And underneath that, we have 4 large buttons. These 4 large buttons are your friends. This first button takes you to the current module that we'll be working in. So I'm going to click that and show you where it goes. All right, this is what the module page looks like. It will take you to the current week. As you can see, everything is listed by a week in my class. And inside the weeks, we have it broken down by day. So we have days and what we're doing for each of those days. So what you do is you just click on the module button, go down to today's lesson and start at the top and work your way down day by day. Now our second button is the classroom button. Now you don't need to push this button because it just takes you to Google Meet, right? And that's, meet.google.com. You can click that button, that'll take you to there. And then they'll ask for a passcode. Now the passcode for my class is listed right here at the bottom. It says Thompson 7 Math, okay? That's the same passcode for every day, every class. And so you click on that, give you that passcode, that'll put you in to our live class sessions, which we'll meet where it says up at the top of the screen. The next button says attendance, and this is where you log your attendance in every day. And at some point during class, I'm going to give you a secret word, a passcode as it were. And I want you to use that passcode when you log your attendance in. And I'll show you how that works. I'll click the attendance button to show you what happens. You click that, and it'll take you to a Google form, which as you see, it's very simple. You put your name, you put what class period you're in, and you put what today's secret word is. And the secret word can be any random word. I'll pick a different one every day. And that will show that you're in the meet, that you're paying attention, and that you're in class all the way through, because you will never know when I'll have you mark your attendance. Might be at the beginning of class, might be at the end of class, might be sometime in the middle. So if you don't show up, you'll never know. Now the last button that we have is grades, and that is a quick way to go to your grade page to show what you've done, if anything's late, if anything's missing, and what your grades are. And we'll talk about that later on once we get some grades in the grade book for you for this semester. Now, continuing to scan on down the page, we have our heading. This is my logo for our class. Underneath that, you'll see we have a schedule, and this is a weekly schedule. This is basically how your day is set up every day of the year. We have it listed by time and by day here. You'll see that from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, it says independent work and time for conferencing with me. Those are my office hours. And from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, you're welcome to pop in at any time if you have any questions, anything you need to talk about, and I'm here for you for them. After that, homeroom from 9 to 9:20, first period from 9:20 to 10:20, then a quick 10-minute break in between classes, then your second period class from 10:30 to 11:30, then a 30-minute break for lunch, then from 12 to 1 is your third period, another 15-minute break, and then your fourth period is from 1:15 to 2:15. And notice again, at the end of the day, from 2:15 to 3:15, I have more office hours, okay? So again, you can pop in anytime you want to for any class. You can pop in the morning if you'd rather. You can pop in the afternoon. But I'm there Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'll have those office hours. Notice we don't have any classes scheduled for Wednesday. That's because that's our independent work day. That's when you do work in iReady or something that's either teacher assigned or your student pathway lessons, but there's no live sessions on Wednesday. Now, if you go further down, you'll see we have a week at a glance. Now, what that is, you can see I have it set up for the first week when we come back. And this is going to be an outline of everything that we're going to go through in 1 week. So if you're kind of confused or concerned about, well, what did we do yesterday? What did we do on Tuesday? What are we going to do the rest of the week? You'll have it set up all the way through here because, of course, the module only releases 1 day at a time. So if you want to kind of get a look ahead to see what's coming up, you can do it there. And as the weeks go by, we'll have more and more weeks added to this, and you can just scroll further and further down, and that way you can see any days that you've missed or any days that we've done anything in the past, and you can see where those days are located. So if you want to go over anything before a test or something like that, you say, you know what? We went over that standard at some point about a month ago. I'm not quite sure what day it was. Well, you can go down to the week at a glance, find out exactly what day we covered it, and then go to your modules, look up that day and that week in the module, and that'll have all your information right there for you. And then at the bottom of the page, we have a nice formal welcome. Welcome to my class. You're about to enter the wonderful world of 7th grade math, it says. You've spent years learning the basics of adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Now it's time to get real. The year is all about application, taking what you've learned to the next level and solving real-world problems using proportions, percents, and algebraic formulas. And we're going to do this in the meets every day, and it's going to follow more or less the same basic outline. We're going to go through in the textbook on Kami some sample problems that I'll work through with you. Then you're going to have a chance to work through some problems on your own or in small groups, because I'm going to break up the meet into pull-out groups every once in a while. And then at the end of the day, I'm going to have an exit ticket. And the exit ticket is a chance for you to show independently what you know in a discussion format. In the discussion, you just don't give me just the answer, but show me how you get to the answer. And show your work, put a picture of your work on paper in it, and then we'll have a peer review. And then the next day, we'll cover some of the most missed problems and some mistakes that we've had. So the important thing is, in this class especially, is to have fun with it. I mean, this is just numbers, right? It's number puzzles, it's riddles, it's ways to look at math you may not have seen before, and there's a certain amount of satisfaction when you work through something that you're having trouble with and you try different ways to get it, and then finally you get it and you get the answer. And that's a feeling unlike any other, and I want to share that with you guys. So welcome aboard, and I'll see you in class. Bye.